Word, Lord, have mercy. Word. Nice. Lord, have mercy.
Everybody here get it.
What's good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. You guys, we about to jump right into this makeup tutorial that I do literally every day. I'm not an MUA. I'm not a professional. I literally just do this and I love it. This is my method I have learned from YouTube. A lady named Maya. I have been following her for a while. Literally, she has taught me all my placement when it comes to my makeup, and I just love everything about it. I don't do anything special. I just literally do a natural everyday look, but it be a full face. So as you've seen, I just showed you the two things that I use for my eyebrows. Actually, I used three, but the two that I showed you at the beginning was the Anastasia 24 eyebrow. And then I did the one that looks like the mascara, but it's also the Anastasia eyebrow gel also. So I use both of those on my eyebrows to mold them up. After I do that, I go in with my product that I got from Ofra, and it's called Don't Play Eyebrow Gel. And I got that, and I use that also to brush up my eyebrows, but that one right there is my main one. This is the one that I use basically to laminate and do everything with my eyebrows, sculpt them and everything. Just give them the shape that I need when it comes to me to draw them on. I love taking my spoolie and going across my eyebrow because that helps me mold and sculpt them the way that I want and give them the shape that I love. So I usually just take my spoolie and I literally just take it gently and brush it across to lay the hairs down and give it the shape that I want and how thick that I want it. You can get your spoolie from any supply store. It really costs $1. I grab like 10 at a time because when I do my products, they get caught up in the brushes, and when I do the brushes and wash them with the water and the dish detergent, it always comes unloose. So I always buy like 10 at a time because, like I said, once again, they are only $1. So as you see, we are doing the same thing like we did on the other side. We are gently brushing the eyebrows and give it the shape that we want. For some reason, this eyebrow always gives me a problem, and I have to do it like constantly over and over just to give it the shape that I want. I think when I arched my eyebrows, because I do arch my eyebrows by myself, I think I took the arch, so it's basically like it's giving me a hard time because I'm trying to find the arch and I'm trying to make the arch myself. So I like to go in with an ear swab and clean around my eyebrows because I have product on from my morning facial that's the oil literally makes it greasy. So I'm just basically cleaning around and making sure that it's all dry, so when I go in with my pencil that I'm about to get ready to sculpt and draw my eyebrows on with, it's easier for me to follow and guide along with it. So as you see here, I'm using a dark brown pencil to sculpt around my eyebrows to give it the shape that it already has. And I literally get this pencil from where I used to get my eyebrows threaded, and I stopped getting them threaded because they was literally taking my arch away. And like I said, threading hurts, baby. When I went one time and baby, they damn near had me on the floor kicking everything. Threading, I don't think you will ever get used to threading. That crap just does something to you every time those little bitty hairs get caught in that thread. You be like, God, please stop. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay? Hold on. But yes, that's where I get my dark pencil from. And baby, I didn't call about 15 times trying to get them to reorder my pencil because I'm down to one. And they playing. I ordered like 10 of these at a time for $50 because they charged me $4.99 a pencil. No, they charged me $3.99 a pencil. They're $3.99 a pencil where I used to get my eyebrows done. So yeah, that's the dark brown pencil that we're using. You can get any one from your local beauty supply store. It does not have to be a dark brown one. You literally go with the color of your skin. So yeah, that's the color that I'm using, and that's what we're using to sculpt our brows right now. Now y'all see I'm over here sculpting these eyebrows, trying to get them perfect, and I do this every single day. Literally, my eyebrows are never. And some people get their eyebrows looking like sisters and twinning. Not me over here, sweetie. When I tell you my eyebrows give me a hard time, especially on the one that I told you that I accidentally took the arch when I arched it by myself, it gives me a hard time alone just trying to draw it on with the pencil. But I make it do when I get the concealer out. That's why I say concealer is your best friend, baby. Concealer is your best friend. Believe me. So as you see, we are going in with our thin pencil that I have got from, I'm assuming, Morphe. And I'm stroking my baby hairs up. Like I'm doing it in an upward motion, but I'm stroking it like, you know, your real hairs. So I'm just giving it like a fluffy brow, if you want to say. And the product that I'm using is also from Ofra, and it's in the dark brown. So yeah, as of right now, we just scoping the fake baby hairs, and we just giving it a fluffy, beautiful brow. So once we put the concealer on, it just looks all natural and like you just didn't do anything. Today in the concealer that I'm using Born This Way, and I get this from Too Faced, and I love their concealer. I damn near have their concealer in every color that you have, and I don't know why, because I wasn't trying to be an MUA, but when I first started shopping for makeup, baby, I got every shade on every brand that I got makeup from. So basically, I'm over here living up when it comes to makeup. When I go out, and it's crazy because I have so much makeup, but I still go online and I will go to Ofra, or not Ofra, I will go to Ulta Beauty or Sephora, and I will repurchase the main thing that I wear. Like, I don't wear anything but the product that I'm wearing right now that you will see later on in this video. So yeah, you guys, as of right now, we are sculpting under the brow, and I use a lighter concealer than I use on my top. So we use two concealers when we're sculpting our brows, and right now we're using the lighter concealer on the bottom. So when we put the eyeshadow on, it gives it that pop. You always want to put your lighter concealer on the bottom because your lighter concealer helps with your eyeshadow, to me, I feel like. And I learned that from a tutorial from watching a lot of people from doing makeup. So you cover your whole bottom because basically you're basing your eyeshadow, if that makes sense. And at this point, you guys, we're just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. And I swear, when I'm doing under my brows or my eyebrows period, I literally stop breathing because I feel like if I start breathing, I'm gonna mess up or go inside the brow, and of course we don't want that. So girl, I be literally focusing on that brow and making sure that I get it right when I'm up under the brow with this concealer and on top, so I don't take that arch. But I promise you, it is so easy just to take that arch or go inside the brow from underneath, because I promise you, I do it all the time. Like I just did in this video. I didn't even go up in the arch like I was supposed to, but as you see, when we get ready to do the top, we're going to make it blend and combine all together. I be having to trust the process every time because your girl be over here about to panic when it comes to these brows. I know I'm not the only one. Y'all comment a heart in the comments if you know that you're not the only one that be about to struggle or cry behind these brows. So you guys, once you get done sculpting your brows and doing the light concealer under the bottom and making sure that you got the line in the outer of the eyebrow that you want, you're going to go in with your brush from Morphe, which my brush is from Morphe, and I did the M173. And I just take this brush and I literally just go around and I blend in the concealer and making sure that it's blended in, and I got it all the way up to the top where the arch and everything is, where I wanted my eyebrow to start and end. You can really use any type of brush as long as it's a firm, thick brush to go around your eyebrows. So you can get it from any local beauty supply store. You do not have to get it from Morphe. That's just where I got my pencils from, and I also shop at Sigma. So as you see, you guys, we are going in at the top with our lighter concealer. I feel like the lighter concealer that I'm using is the Tati Idol, if I'm saying it right, and I'm using it in the color of 500. And I did use 460, but when I ran out of 460, I started using 500 because, like I said, I have bought every shade and every concealer foundation it was when I start using these products. So we're going in with the lighter concealer at the top. As you see, it's more of a blend in of my color. You always want to go in with your color on the top, because if you don't, it's going to be kind of hard to blend that thing in when you get ready to start blending in, and it's going to show out throughout your makeup, and you do not want that to happen. So always try to go in on your top with a lighter concealer. And like I said, I use the Lancôme Tati Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer, and I use it in the shade 500 at the top. And at this point, you guys, we're just going to repeat the same step on the opposite side. You always want to repeat the step on the opposite side, like duh, the obvious, like yeah. And you guys, as you see, it takes me forever to go across the top because I be trying my best not to take my arch. I have learned from plenty experiences with me going so fast. Baby, you will go inside that eyebrow and you will be so upset with yourself. Because sometimes you might have to take the whole face off or just snatch that eyebrow off. But me personally, I get to the point now where I be like, okay, you done messed up. Is this the side that the hair gonna go on or not? Because we gotta cover this up. We ain't about to take a whole face off just to fix one mistake. It's always ways around your makeup when you make mistakes. So once again, we're going in at the top with the E, with the M140, 174, if I'm not mistaken, brush from Morphe. And we're just gonna define our brows and clean it up at the top before we get ready to go in with our primer and foundation. As you see, I love to go in with my beauty blender and clean around my eyebrows. It gives it a more cleaner look, and it helps me see exactly where and what I need to do when I get ready to put my foundation on and where I need to blend. I try my best to get around the brows where my concealer is, but like I said, it's 500. My color is 460, so I try my best to blend it in so you don't see that type of highlight brown around my eyebrows. Some people love it, some people don't, which I'm one of the ones that don't. I want my top to blend in with my foundation, so I'm going in with my beauty blender and I'm just going to clean it up around the brows. So yeah, you guys, right now we are going in with our primer. The primer that I'm using is from Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer, and we use this every day. As you see, it basically went out on your girl, so I had to break that bottle open and put it around the face. You don't want to blend your primer all the way in like a lotion because you want your foundation to stick to the face. But me personally, in this case, I went in like it was a lotion and I just started massaging it all over, which is not a bad thing. You just want to leave a little bit of residue on top, so when you put your foundation on, it just grabs. You feel me? And before you come from me, yes, I have another primer, and I used the Milk Primer. I wanted to run out of my other primer before I start using my baby, because baby, when I say she the truth, she the truth. She the truth in the summer and the winter. I love that primer. So as you seen, you guys, we went in with a setting spray. I get my setting spray from Fix It. Morphe, I think that there is from, but this one right here I use from my local beauty supply store because, girl, I didn't have time to be ordering. I needed some setting spray right then. So this setting spray was $3.99, and I might repurchase it because it did not mess up my face or give me any type of problem. So it was actually a good setting spray, and it was called She. So like I said, it was from my local beauty supply store, and that's what we went in with. So as you see today, you guys, we are using the Tati Adal Long all over wear foundation. These two are my favorite to go. Like, I wear these every day. I don't wear anything else. I don't even know about any other foundations. Like I said, I probably didn't buy all of them, but the only ones that I wear is her Tati Adal. That's it. I love her, and I'm wearing the shade 460 Warm or Suede, one of them, girl. Y'all, it's one of them. It's in the shade 460. So we're gonna make sure that we put it all over evenly, and I use this with my finger, and as you see, I put it on my hand and I mixed it together with a one shot drop facial oil that I get from Urban Decay. So we're going to set the face once again, and then we're going to spray our brush. I always like to spray my brush because I like my brush wet. I hate to go in with a dry brush on my face. So I spray my brush with my setting spray also, and I go in with and I start to blend. As you see, the foundation is literally the same shade as my skin tone. As soon as you see, you could tell that my skin tone is, my face and my neck is two different tones at this moment because it's wintertime. So in the wintertime, my skin turns darker in the winter than it does in the summertime for some reason. I don't know why. I'm opposite. I'm backwards. I guess because I don't go outside in the summertime. I don't know. But yes, my skin is lighter. My neck is lighter than my face. So I match my foundation always with my neck. So that's why it blended in so well, because if you blend your neck with your face, it become one as you go up. But if you blend your face with your neck, you're going to be two different tones because your neck going to be a whole different other color, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, always match your foundation with the color of your neck, or in between your neck and your cheek. And right now, we're just going to make sure that we just blend it in evenly all over the face. And a word of advice that I learned from somebody, always make sure you get that chin. So now, you guys, we're going in with the Tati Adal Lancôme again with the 460. And this is the shade that I was telling you about, the one that I used on the top, but I ran out, and literally it's going out as we speak. So I just start using it on the areas that I needed the most. So we're just going to conceal in the places that we love, which I do under the eye, the nose, I do around my mouth, and I do my forehead. You can pick any place. You don't have to do it every place that I do. These are just the areas that I choose because I feel like these are the ones that I want to mark most when I doing my makeup. And I use 2 shades of concealer because I like it to be light under the eye. So I go in with the concealer of my shade, and I also top the concealer with 435, which is the other shade that I use, which is the lighter concealer, and I put it in on my nose and in the places under my eyes also, just to give it that lighter look that I want, you know, like everybody else is doing. We just want to pop under the eyes. And I really feel like I need to get better in sculpting my nose. So if y'all have any tips on how to sculpt your nose, or anything, or a recommendation of a MUA or somebody professional that does it, please link it below in the description or in the comments, because baby, I need to know how you sculpt your nose. I need a slimmer nose. So I normally let my concealer under the eye sit for like a good minute or so, just to give it that pop like we was talking about earlier. We always want to give it that pop, because if you just go ahead and blend it out, you really ain't getting the effect that you want from under the eye. So I always make sure that I let it sit for like a minute or so. And it's really edited, so I really let it sit longer than I did as you see in the video. But we're gonna go in with our beauty blender. Excuse my language, you guys, I'm tongue-tied for some reason. But we're gonna go in with the beauty blender, and I get this beauty blender from Ofra, and I love this beauty blender. It is so compatible to the freaking the natural beauty blender, the original beauty blender, right? So I love this blender. So we're going to go in with our sponge, and we're going to blend in the areas that we have concealer in, and just blend it and make sure it's all, you know, good. And we want to take our time because we're not in a rush. So take your time when you're blending out your concealer in the places that you want. You don't want to go too far down or too far up, because you're going to end up going into an area that you need. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're just going to basically take our time, and we're going to blend it out evenly and make sure that it's all blended and compatible. So you guys, right here we are going in with our bronzer. My bad, again, tongue-tied. We are going in with our bronzer, and we're going to mark it in the area where I mark it, in the area right where I end with my concealer. So that's the area that I do. I don't know where everybody else put theirs at. I might be putting mine wrong. Like I said, I'm not a professional. This is just where I prefer my my bronzer, and I get this bronzer from Fenty. So I'm going to go in with my two-sided brush, and I get this two-sided brush from Crayon Case. So I'm going to go and I'm going to blend it out with the two-sided brush. And I love this two-sided brush because I use one side, as you see, for the liquid or the cream, and I use the other side for the powder. So that's why I love this two-sided brush, because I don't have to have another brush in order to do when I get to the dry side. You know, Jesus, y'all know. Work with me, sis. Work with me. Hold up. You guys, if you have made it this far into the video, please give me a thumbs up. Please comment below what you like in the video. Please, if you have not done so yet, give me a subscription and subscribe to the channel. And welcome to the family, because we do fashion, beauty, and lifestyle and makeup over here, you guys. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Follow me on all social medias. It will be linked in the description box below. I will list everything of all the products that I'm using in the description box below. I get all my products from Sephora or Ulta Beauty. Ulta Beauty is for getting everything that you need at this point in time. So I mostly get all my things from Ulta Beauty. So yes, you guys follow me and hit that subscription button, and welcome to the family. So you guys, we're just going to blend this out, and we're just going to make sure that everything is evenly blended between the concealer and the bronzer that we put on together, because we don't want, once we put the powder on, a patch between the two. So we want to make sure that we blend everything seamlessly. We don't want no demarcations, no demarcations. So as you see right here, you guys, we are taking the beauty blender, what I got from Ofra, and we're just going to blend seamlessly all over the face. We're going to get all the creases that we did and blinked and all that since the time that we didn't put the concealer in, did our eyebrows in between. We want to make sure that we get all the lines of demarcation, especially your eyes, because once you put your eyeshadow on, you don't want a line in between your eyeshadow. I promise. I'm a witness. So please just make sure you get all the lines of demarcation and just get all the creases that you have formed in between the time of you talking, patting your face, or doing whatever you were doing in between the time that you put the concealer on and your bronzer. Just make sure you get all the demarcations and line up everything completely right. So once you put your powder on, you have no problems. It just go on just the exact way that you want it to. So we about to beat it until we get it right. You feel me, sis? We don't want no demarcations. Feel me on this, you guys. And y'all, sometimes when I blend so much my doggone arm get tired. I will stop in the middle of blending and get to shaking that arm, because my arm be then wore out. I feel like I done popped it off sometimes, how much I be going when I be blending. That's how serious it is when it comes to these demarcations to me. I don't want nobody being like, girl, I seen that little line. Nah, bitch, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing over here. I'm sorry, wrong person. Okay, you guys, at this point we have made it to the powder. So the powder that I am using, I'm using Mercia, and I use this in the kind Honey. I also use medium deep because medium deep is my shade. But yeah, at this point we're just blending in, and we are matting the face at this point. I do use 2 sets of setting powder. The first one is the Honey, and the second one is the medium deep. I use the medium deep to set up under my chin, my lip, and my forehead, and I use the Honey to go up under my eyes because I'm highlighting under my eyes. I don't want all my places on my face to be highlighted, so I just do under my eyes and my nose, because those are the ones that I want to highlight, not everything else. So we just use medium deep on the places that are not going to be highlighted. And before I set my eyes, I always go in with my beauty blender, and I make sure that I get all the lines of demarcation out, and then I go in with the powder and I set, because if you don't, like I said, the lines of demarcation will come through from the crease of you looking up, looking down, you just blinking, period. It's gonna come through. So always make sure that you go in with your beauty blender first and pat your eyes and get the lines out before you go in with any powder. This is the other one powder that I use in the crayon case, and I use that in Y and A only because I ran out of my Laura Mercier in the medium deep. So I use the crayon case in letter A and Y, and I mix the two because it gives me that cashew look, the cashew mixture like Fenty has. And I also use Fenty, but I ran out of Fenty also. So now we're working with crayon case, in A and Y. So as you see, you guys, we are just blending in the powder and making sure everything is seamlessly and good. So once we get to the next step, we will be good to go. As you see, I do leave a little bit of powder on my face, on my cheeks part, so when I get ready to go in with my bronzer, they are setting. Basically, like I am baking where my up under my eyes so we can give it that effect that I was talking about with the concealer. When you let the concealer sit, it's basically the same with the powder. Okay, you guys, so we are going in with the Fenty bronzer, and I hit the nose first just to give it that little arch or whatever I'm trying to say, because like I said, I do not know how to sculpt my nose, so I was trying to I be trying to sculpt it a little bit by putting the bronzer around the edges and then putting the concealer in the middle, but girl, it still don't be snatching my nose, so I don't know what I'll be doing. That's why I say, y'all, if y'all have any recommendations or you know what I'm doing wrong, please comment in the video below, because like I said before, I am not a MUA or a professional. This is just how I do my makeup, but I'm also in room for improving. Don't ever think I don't take criticism. Not harsh criticism, because if you come for me, I come for you. But I'm talking about good criticism. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Give me some advice. Tell me what I can do right. You know what I'm saying? Girls, let's get on to it, sis. Help sisters out. As y'all see, I love a lot of bronzer, so I go in. When I say in, y'all, I go in with my bronzer around the forehead, on my cheeks. I just love bronzer, and I use 2 tones of bronzer. I use the one from Mented, and I also use the one from Fenty. Mented is my favorite one, and that was called Yacht Bronzer. So as you see right here, we are just going in with our second coat of bronzer, and we're just putting it in the same places that we put the other bronzer. I just feel like sometimes Fenty bronzer does not get me dark as I want it to. So that's why I use the Mented, because Mented is my favorite one, and it's dark just like it's supposed. Like, it just gets me right for some reason. I just love the Yacht Life. I love that bronzer from Mented, and it's a go-to. So once again, you guys, we're going to go in with our handy dandy beauty blender, and we're just going to make sure that we get all the demarcations. We do not want anybody to see from between the bronzer and where we put our powder at. We want to make sure that we get both of those seamlessly and all demarcations gone. So we're just going to take our beauty blender, and we're just going to go around wherever we put the powder and wherever we put the bronzer, and just bring them together. Whew, as you see, baby, that arm is getting tired, baby. That arm is getting tired. When I tell y'all, I get so tired of beating that damn face. Beating my face. Let me stop cussing, because kids might be watching this also. I get so tired of beating my face in that same motion, baby. That arm feel like it's about to fall off sometimes. It's just like, oh, Lord, today. So you guys, right here we are going in, and don't quote me on this part because I'm not sure this is the right placement, but I know you're supposed to cut your cheek, and I'm cutting my cheek with my powder, and I think my powder is from Mented. So I use 3 different types of powders. So the third powder that I used is to cut my cheek at the bottom and put powder wherever I had the concealer at that I did not touch with the powder before. And at this point, you guys, we're just cleaning up any mess that we had made. Right here, you guys, we're taking the time and putting glue on our lashes. And the lashes that I use is called I've Arrived, and I get these from Sephora. They're $20. So at this point, you guys, we are going in with the eyeshadow, and our eyeshadow that I use is from Beauty Bakery, and I just used the brown, dark brown for the eyeshadow, and I used the peach for my blush. And as you see, we are going in a circular motion with our eyeshadow. So you guys, we are done with our eyeshadow, and right now we are going in with our wing. And for our wing, I am using the Morphe Fine Tip pen. And I swear I'm no expert on these wings, because girls, sometimes they be big, sometimes they be skinny, sometimes they be medium, sometimes it be a straight line. I don't know what I be doing, but they be looking cute once you put your lashes on. It'll all come together. But you see, I messed up at the top, so your girl was trying to get that line from being at the top so you wouldn't see it, but I end up making my wing thicker than I wanted to. But like I said, it all came together once I put my eyelashes on. So now that we got our wings looking like we want them to look, we're going in with our blush. And I love going in with my blush, you guys. This means I am almost finished and I'm at my finishing point. So we're going in with the blush, and I don't know if you guys do it, but I love to put my blush around my nose. Like, that is so cute to me. It just gives it a volume. It gives it a punch. I don't know what it is, but it gives it. It gives. You feel me? It gives, sis. She looking all cute and stuff already. Look at her over there smiling and stuff. She see it. You see it. You guys, thank you so much if you are hanging in with me so far. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So much love coming from this side. I appreciate all the love that you guys give. Keep watching, and welcome to the family. So you guys, at this point, we are finishing with the blush. And then you guys, we have a surprise guest. My baby walked in with his hair done, y'all. And all I could do was smile. Like, I was blushing so hard, my man was looking good. Look at him. So I had to show y'all his hair. Look at him. Yeah. So now you guys, we are going in with the under eye. And the pencil that I'm using, I got it from ColourPop. As of right now, you guys, I'm showing you the little fluffy brush that I'm using to go in up under the eye to remove the harsh lining that I just did with the red up under the eye. And the brush that I am using right here, it came from BH Cosmetics. So you guys, you see how it's blending out up under the eye versus the harsh one when I just drew it up under the eye? You always want to buff it out just to give it that clean look. Now we're about to add volume to the eyelashes, and all we're about to do is just put a little mascara on it just so you can take off the makeup that's up on the eyelid. Because I promise you, baby, it does show up under the eyelash. So make sure you pop that mascara on top of them lashes, baby. Please, please, please. And we're just going to do the same on the bottom. We always going to hit that bottom lash with the mascara also because, you know, you guys, we want to get that volume on the bottom just as well as on the top. You don't want to see makeup on the bottom. And since we went in with the red, you always want to make the red pop. So you're going to go in with your mascara just to give it that volume. So you guys, as you see, we are at our ending. We are coming in with the highlight on the nose, the lip, on the eyes, and on the cheeks. This is where I put all my highlightings. Not saying that's where you have to put yours, but this is where I like mine. You do not have to put them in the exact places. You can put them in less places, but like I said, this is where I like mine. And I don't put a lot, but sometimes I do. Like I said, I try to put it on their nose because I don't sculpt the nose the way I want to. So when I put the highlight on there, it just gives it a volume to me. I don't know why, it just does. But we also go inside in the eye, in the little piece, you know what I'm saying, in the little corner of the piece of the eye. So we're always going to put some right there, and it just pops to me. I love these. I love the highlight. And I got this palette from my local beauty supply store. So now you guys, we are going in with our lashes, and the lashes that I'm using, like I said, I get them from Sephora, and the brand is called I've Arrived, and I think the owner is Patrick Starr, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. I think that's his name, but you can also look it up on Google. And the tweezers that I'm using, you guys, look at the way that they're shaped and formed. They are perfect for your eyelashes just to put them on. When I tell you, baby, when I used these for the first time in my life and they laid their lash on with no problem, baby, it was a go from there. And I get these from my local beauty supply store. You can see the way that lashes just add volume to your makeup. Ladies, if you don't add lashes to your makeup, something wrong. Baby, it's just something about them lashes that put a volume to your look. Look at that. And I love these lashes, y'all. I love these lashes. Tell me in the comments how you think I look in these lashes. Yes, they are drag lashes, but I love these lashes. I love these full, thick lashes for some reason. I always like to smash mine down, not smash them down, but lay them down with the tweezer just to make sure that they are not sticking up, or, you know, when you look up that they're not going up with you, that they stand at the place where they're supposed to stay like normal lashes supposed to look. So that's why I always make sure that I pull my tweezers and my lashes down so to make sure that they're in the right place. So you guys, we're just taking off the excess powder that we used our cut crease with. Not our cut crease, but you know, to cut the cheek with. And we're just going to clean that spot up and make sure that everything is seamlessly and blended right with the brush. finishing touch, you guys, we are going in with our lipstick. This is a matte lipstick that I get from MAC. And when I tell you, baby, I love this lipstick. This is my favorite. I think her name is called Brandy. Okay, you guys, this is the final and finished look. Tell me in the comments how you like and how I did. I feel like I did a beautiful and wonderful job. For me not to be a professional or an MUA, I feel like I did pretty good. Thank you guys for watching. This is your girl Lakimbria Blakes. If this is your very first time, welcome to the family. If this is not, thank you for tuning in and watching and coming back to the channel. Please, if you made it to the end of this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet, please hit that subscription button. Follow me on all social medias. Name is Lakimbria Blakes on all platforms. I will list it below. And just thank you for watching the video. See you in my next one.